So lately, I've kind of been losing my mind a little bit. I feel like I'm always sitting at a desk staring at screens and memorizing things I'll probably forget in 2 weeks. You know, college stuff. I'm over here calculating the glacial mass balance and using titration to determine what percentage of an aspirin tablet is actually aspirin. And then I wrote a whole paper on Mexico's labor market. I'm out here studying all these macroeconomic ideas and graphs and concepts about the world, but none of it really feels like my world, you know? I mean, I'm trying to get a damn ag degree, and I'm not saying there's nothing to learn from all this stuff. There is, it's just that this semester has felt particularly irrelevant, and the concepts feel so idealistic. Because while I'm sitting inside learning about global systems, there's an actual place that I live in. It's the middle of this state right here, with its own history, its own wildlife, its own stories. And so, how much do I really know about my own town, county, and state? I want to do something, alright? I want an adventure. But if you're gonna go on an adventure, it needs a goal. Alright, I don't really have a ton of money right now, so I'm not traveling the world or anything, but I do have a car, and a few friends who are dumb enough to come along with me sometimes. I am gonna go to every single Illinois state park. Now, this is gonna be a challenge because there's about 50 of them, and Illinois is a pretty big state, and these parks are in every corner. So this is the start of that series.
Where are we going today? I actually don't know.
Today we're starting this off by going to Weldon Springs State Park.
I like my steaks well done.
But it's not just us going, we're going to pick up another guy. We're picking up Jaden the Gamer, all right? Beautiful, it's a little cold and windy, but it's a beautiful looking day. So hopefully we'll get some epic footage. All right, we're here to pick up Jaden the Gamer. We told him to meet us at this random swing set we found. We've got the gang together. We're going to the damn park, all right? We're gonna play.
Sounds great.
I love the youth. The first thing we did when we arrived at the park was stop at the concession area over on the north end of the lake. There was a nice dock and plenty of open space to walk around, and the beginning of the Lakeside Trail. This is a 2-mile long trail that basically just travels the entire perimeter of the lake. We decided that might as well just be the first thing we do. Pretty beautiful as hell out here, guys. Sun's out. It's the beginning of spring. Trees are coming out. So I think there's a trail up here. We're gonna go check it out. Nice. So as we started down this lakeside trail, it was actually awesome. There were lots of cool things to look at. You know, the lake alongside you is pretty sick. There's all these little areas you can go down on to get close to the lake if you want to fish or something. And it seemed pretty well maintained. We even found this goose who had built a nest inside of this tree. I had never seen anything like this before.
You know, life is very hard. But when you're looking at this view, life's not that hard.
At Weldon Steaks National Park, we give our steaks well done. Well done steaks. At Weldon National Park, visit today.
So we're out here, we're lost in the woods. Can't find any sign of civilization.
There's people over there.
Can't even find my friends.
I'm right here.
I don't even know where they went.
I'm right here.
I guess I'll just go back. So as we continue going along this trail, let me give you a rundown of some of the history of this place. In the mid-1800s, long before this was an Illinois state park, this land belonged to a guy named Judge Lawrence Weldon. This was his private retreat, fishing, and a gathering spot for many years. Weldon was actually from Zanesville, Ohio, but entered private practice as a lawyer in Clinton, Illinois from 1854 to 1861. During this period of time, he became acquainted with a guy you might know named Stephen A. Douglas, who ended up introducing him to another guy you might know named Abraham Lincoln. It's kind of weird how that worked out. And then they became friends, riding the Illinois legal circuit during one of the most turbulent periods in American history. And as the Civil War approached, he became part of Lincoln's political circle. In 1861, Weldon was elected by the people of Central Illinois to the State House of Representatives, stepping into politics at the dawn of the Civil War. That must have been really fun. Soon after this, now President Abraham Lincoln appointed Weldon as the U.S. Attorney for Southern Illinois. Nearly 20 years after serving this time as District Attorney, Weldon was appointed to the United States Court of Claims by President Chester A. Arthur in 1883. And he served there until he died at the age of 75 in 1905. Weldon saw this park as a place for people to gather and a retreat from the noise of the world. By the early 1900s, the area was transformed into a Chautauqua site, hosting speakers, music, education, and community events under the trees and around the spring. The Chautauqua movement is an interesting movement I'd never really heard about. Basically, it's a bunch of speakers who kind of traveled and they would try to educate adults, I guess. Today we're going to be talking about something really important. We're going to talk about, you know what, let's just cut to the chase. Israel. What is real? But after Weldon's death in 1905, his family continued to lease the land for public events, and it wasn't until 1948 that they donated it to the state, giving us the Weldon Springs State Park we visit today. What really is real? How do you know that you're not just a brain inside of a vat? And that is what I think about what is real.
Clap! Clap! Motherfucker.
So people might be wondering, why am I doing this? Why am I starting this journey to go to every single Illinois state park? Okay, so if I go to every Illinois state park, I will learn this state so well, and I will become the most famous person in Illinois.
And the best YouTuber.
Yes, that's good
In
too.
Illinois.
In Illinois. So then I'll go back to my hometown.
It's not a high bar.
I'll go back to my hometown after doing all this with a great resume, and I will run for mayor. And the people will love me, and I will get that job. And I'll build a great reputation as the best mayor ever. And I'll do awesome things like have the coolest challenge videos ever with the entire town. Then I can run for governor of the state of Illinois, and I can throw JB Pretzel out of office.
You mean the fat guy?
Yes.
This is the most politically charged Great Bench video ever.
What do you guys think about this? I think they agree. As you can tell, I'm very optimistic about this series. I'm excited to see all the places it will take us, all the things we'll be able to see. Think of the memories I'll be able to make with my friends. Think of all the things I can learn in these travels, like how geese live in trees. This is only the first park of many to come, and I'm already having a great time. It's just so awesome after this cold, depressing winter to go outside, to feel the air, and to have fun. It's incredible how just simply walking down a forest trail can just brighten your day and lift your mood. Thankfully, there will be many more trails to go down. But right now we were about halfway down this trail and we were heading towards this dam. The dam was built around the year 1900. You know, Weldon wanted to expand the spring into a sizable lake. This made the area much better for recreation and is what turned the area into basically a Chautauqua resort.
A long time ago, I had family, and we owned a fishing business here. And man, ever since they died, it hasn't been the same about this fishing business.
You know, I think Hitler was right about the Jews.
Usually people have a cup or something. Woo! Guys, do you know what this is? You know what that is right there, Trey? That is beaver damage. Beavers like to just eat the bottom of trees like that. And it actually is not good because it kills them.
Beavers?
Yeah, see, they did that. They ate all that bark. Shortly after we crossed the dam, we approached Veterans Point. Veterans Point is one of the more recent additions to the park, and it might be the most beautiful space here. Veterans Point was a project that was officially approved on September 10th, 2001, and the plan was to build a simple memorial. What began as a $5,000 fundraiser expanded into a project worth over $200,000 through donations, materials, and volunteer labor. By the time it was completed, Veterans Point had transformed into a large permanent tribute honoring service members. The memorial was officially dedicated on October 9th, 2005, and today it continues to grow. Granite markers, more than 25 tons in total, line the walkway, each one commemorating individual veterans. And I think visitors can still contribute by adding engraved bricks, making this a living memorial that expands over time. At the center, there's a sculpture that bears the inscription, "Freedom isn't free," reinforcing the purpose behind the entire space. This might be my favorite spot in the entire park, just because where it's located, you get a great view of the lake. You can actually see Veterans Point almost the entire hike. If you just look across the lake, you'll see it. It's a very quaint but nice space with beautiful landscaping. We even found this turtle over there.
Turtle eating something. Paper.
Yo, that actually is awesome.
Yo, it's a painted turtle.
Whoa. Oh, scared.
Yo, what the hell he doing?
I don't know. Dude, that's awesome.
Go! Go! So
What did you find, Sky?
This hole right here, this is the hole of true men. True men place their urine in this hole.
The hole of true men is like the worst shit I've ever heard. Oh, that's beautiful.
Wow, what are these flowers?
These flowers are actually called wild yellow flowers.
Colton got.
I just made that shit up right now. Dude, I'm gonna stand in the hole of Truman. Truman. As we neared the end of this lakeside trail, we walked through this little marsh area. It's a nice ecological transition zone between the forest and the lake. These marsh areas contain plenty of vegetation and unique wildlife. There's plenty of great spots for muskrats to build homes. It's an awesome place for blue herons to hunt fish. And there's also bugs as hell everywhere.
He does weird shit all the time. What's the matter?
1 second.
Don't get any diseases.
Watch this.
Here we see him in his natural. Here we see Colton in his natural habitat. The wild specimen known as Colton,
Got him.
also known as Great Branch.
What did you grab?
I found wildlife.
He found wildlife.
With the eyes in his hand.
It's me, Froggy. Hey guys. He really wants to go free.
Froggy! Oh, can we play Frogger?
I'll let him go back into freedom. So what the hell is this? Some guy brought a hammer and nail out here.
He got the work.
And so, as we finished up the lakeside trail, we explored a little bit and found the Old Faithful natural spring outlet over here. These springs, ultimately, are the reason why this park has become so great. It's probably what attracted Weldon to buy the place. And it's these natural springs that were expanded and controlled with a dam, helping to create the lake that still defines Weldon Springs State Park today. What are your thoughts on that?
That?
Yep,
I don't know if we can show that on YouTube.
that's a spring.
Oh. How about I?
See, like it's water.
There's a plant growing out of it. He's got a bush. I think it looks delicious.
Kind of yummy, actually. Can we get it off? Can we get this off? Drink it?
The retard mobile. Look at him go.
Straight to the retard.
Well, we were starting to get low on our time, so I definitely wanted to try to hit up the Union School Interpretive Center and the Texas Township Community Building that were located there on the park. Both buildings were actually moved to the park. Both of them are packed with awesome information. I think the Interpretive Center has a bunch of like taxidermied animals and just cool things to learn about. It's time to go to the schoolhouse.
Oh man.
We're at the Union Schoolhouse and Interpretive Center, and it's closed, which sucks because I really wanted to see it.
I really wanted to go to school.
This is
Yeah.
like where all the cool information
I
is.
saw the deer antlers, and there's a is that a hive?
You can't go in, but there's the schoolhouse. Well, that sucks. This sucks because I probably would have got a lot more cool history information if I would have been able to go in there. So I was limited in my research to basically whatever I could find online, which isn't a whole lot. But we could still explore the area. There was some interesting things to see.
Yeah, let's check out the bathroom. See if they had good.
We can play in the bathrooms. He's so excited. Get it, Sky. All right, pick a bathroom.
Girls.
Guys, I found some more wildlife, guys. It's a mole.
Oh, actually.
Oh, shoot.
Oh shit. Yeah, let's crush it.
We found bees. Sky, you can't even be serious right now.
Oh, go be yourself.
Don't beat yourself up. Don't be yourself.
I feel like Homelander.
Yep.
Am I gonna get down?
I don't know if you can right. Oh shit. I think we've done all we can do in Weldon State Park. What are your guys' thoughts on the park?
I think that we did a job well done.
Well, I think it was a great experience. I had a lot of fun. And it was really great to learn the history about certain things.
Sorry.
You know, I also am disappointed that we didn't get to see the school. You know, I give this place, if I wanted to rate it out of 100, I'd say
God damn, dude.
I'd say about 95.
Just make up a fucking number.
95, damn.
Damn.
That's hard to beat.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, no. I take it back.
It's not that.
22.
Holy.
70.
There you go. There you go.
75,
That's
75.
75. That's a fair score. Fair score. For me, I thought the place, the trail over by like with the Veterans Point and the dam. It was a beautiful trail, awesome trail, lots of cool spots to get off and fish. I hate that we did not get to go in the schoolhouse and stuff. That would have been sick. We could have learned a lot of stuff there, but we didn't. Oh well. That's the first of many to come.